What is workers' welfare? Workers' welfare refers to anything done for the workers' comfort and intellectual or social development that is not covered by their wages. It encompasses a variety of services, benefits, and facilities provided by employer for their betterment. Example of workers' welfare. There are two types of welfare, which are statutory welfare schemes and non-statutory welfare schemes. According to Tiwari 2014, statutory schemes are those that an organization is required to provide in order to comply with laws governing worker health and safety. For example, canteen facilities and restrooms. The non-statutory welfare facilities are welfare that employers voluntarily provide to their workers to promote work-life balance and improve performance in relation to organizational goals such as personal health care and Mediclaim insurance scheme. Next, role of manager in managing worker welfare. First is to maintain the company's welfare services and activities for its workers. Secondly, organizing social activities for the company's workers. And lastly, ensure that all important facilities and services such as water and electricity are operational and in a good condition.
Employers often ignore and overlook the basic regulations of providing primary welfare services for their employees even when it is mandatory to protect their needs and the well-being in the workplace. The first factor affecting workers' welfare is specific workspace features that depend on the workers' preferences. These physical aspects of the workplace have a significant impact on employee satisfaction, performance, productivity, and well-being. Next is poor investment in these workplace necessities due to insufficient funds to provide better welfare amenities. The lack of financial assistance affects greatly on the availability of better welfare facilities and its maintenance for the well-being of the workers. Welfare measures refers to all aspects of an organization that contribute to the well-being of its employees, which also means an additional dimension of industrial relations in that it provides worker satisfaction. The first measure relates workers' welfare with the IT industry, where it identifies the employee welfare policies that have been implemented in the IT industry. Second measure is related with satisfaction, in which it focuses on the employee satisfaction with the welfare set up by the employers. Some of the aspects measured were the satisfaction and awareness when using all the amenities provided at their workplace, where the satisfaction mainly involved the aspect of cleanliness and existence of these facilities.
Workers' welfare is becoming increasingly significant in businesses, so the first importance of workers' welfare is to increase worker loyalty and morale. When workers start working in factories, they encounter a slew of issues. For example, congested environments, noisy equipment, and repetitive employment. To get away from such challenging circumstances, the worker disappears, becomes irregular, and displays indication of indiscipline. So, to avoid this scenario to happen, workers' welfare can help to boost their interest and morale in work. Second, the important is to encourage productivity and capability among workers. Welfare measures can increase worker health, intellect, morality, and standard of living, thereby increasing their efficiency and output. It inspires the worker to stay committed to their job so that their productivity will increase, and this will expand the business growth. Being productive also may assist the company in increasing and maximizing the capability of its human resources.
Next, we will talk about the discrimination on workers' welfare. We will discuss in terms of wage and social context. Firstly, there is wage discrimination, where it involves the migrants and minorities group. They receive low wages and face the unemployment issue the most. If the differences are based on relevant qualification, it should be fine. But if there is bias, it will give a negative impact towards their welfare. For example, they are doing the same job scope and working productively like majority workers, but they do not get relevant wages. Next, discrimination on social environment. It is one of workers' welfare, as they should get positive and safe environment. The factors that influence people to these needs are types of gender, different races, skin colors, and many more. All the discrimination need to be managed immediately by government, employer, and society. These are some suggestions provided by us. Firstly, the use of official requirement and screening techniques. Next, the implementation of affirmative action programs in choosing staff. Then government should tighten the law that can against this discrimination, and the workers also need to aware about their rights.
Islam also emphasized the importance of protection of welfare among workers related with the Maqasid Syariah, in which the welfare of the employee should include the protection of faith, life, and property or wealth. For instance, the leader can manage the working hours to have a congregation prayer with the Muslim religious. By doing this, it can build a good relationship between employee and employee, and good servant to Allah can be formed. Other than that, to avoid any harm to human life, it is the obligation of organization and management to maintain a safe working environment for personnel. The installation of CCTV and emergency alarm button and a security guard should all be improved at the workplace to ensure employee safety. The management should also be concerned about the protection of property in managing the welfare of the labor. Workers must be paid a minimum wage that is suitable for the job in order to meet economic needs, as wages are also included as a man's right.